Hi, first grade friends. It's Miss Harry, and today I'm going to read your story to you, Sam Come Back, and we're also going to talk about characters and setting. This week, those have been your story element focus. It's characters and setting. So, our characters, when I listen to a story or when I read a story, I pay attention to who or what the story is all about, and those are our characters. They can be real and they can be make believe. We're also going to, when I read, I pay attention to the setting, which is when or where the story takes place. And that could be in a real place, or it could also be in a make believe place. And it could be during the day, or it could be at night. So today's story is Sam Come Back. And at the end of the story, you'll be able to tell me the characters and the setting. So here we go. Sam Come Back by Susan Crummel, and is illustrated by Janet Stevens. This is realistic fiction, which means it is a made-up story, but it could really happen. Sam the cat is on my lap. Sam ran. Sam, come back. What did Sam run off with? Yarn. Sam ran that way. Nab that cat. Nab means to grab. See Sam in the sack. What is Sam doing? He's hiding. Oh, out he comes. Sam ran that way. Nab that cat. See Sam in the pack. He's hiding again. Bad Sam. Sam, come back. Jack, Jack. Sam is back. Pat Sam on my lap. So if we look in this story, we can actually see right here at the end, at this very last page, those are all of our characters in this story. Who is this? We find out his name at the end. This is Jack. Jack, Jack. Sam is back. Who is Sam? The dog or the cat? Sam is the cat. Do we know the dog's name? We do not know the dog's name, but we know the dog is a character. One of the main things the dog did was to what? Chase Sam the cat. And then we have this lady. She is either mom or grandma, but I think we're going to say that she is the mom. So, when and where does the story take place? Let's look. Right here we see Sam running outside. And then, is this inside or outside the house? This is inside the house. We can tell because the mom is knitting with yarn. Sam jumps off of her lap, grabs the yarn, and starts to run. And Sam runs out the door, it looks like, then back inside into a sack, back in the house again, getting chased by the dog. They're looking for Sam again, and then Sam shows back up. Do you know what time of day it is? Is it nighttime or daytime? It is daytime because you can see the clouds and you can see clearly outside. So on the board, I've put up a couple of webs, we could say. So what we're going to do here is we're going to list our characters from the story. And we're also going to name the setting, when and where the story took place. So the first character we learn about is Sam. And who is Sam? Sam is a cat. So down here, I'm going to write cat. We also saw whose lap was he sitting in? The mom's. Who chased Sam around? The dog. And then who got to pat Sam at the end of the story? And Mom yelled his name twice. Jack, the boy. So this book, the story has 4 characters: Sam the cat, Mom, the dog, and Jack the boy. All right, let's move down to our setting, which is when and where the story takes place. When does the story happen? We looked out the window in the drawings and we saw that it was daytime. So we're going to say it happened during the day. And where did it happen? It happened at the boys' and the mom's home. So we will say it happened at home. Okay, so when you read a story, make sure that you pay attention to who or what the story is all about, whether it's a person or an animal. And when you pay attention to who or what the story is about, you're learning about the characters. You also need to pay attention as to when and where the story takes place. And when you do that, you can tell or identify the setting. All right, so when you're reading more of your stories this week, make sure you're paying attention and can be able to tell who the characters are, which is who or what this story is about, and you can tell what the setting is, which is when and where the story takes place. All right, have a good day.